Oh, hey everybody, what's up? Hey, quick question. Are you guys like me and you've either attended or hosted a seminar and then by the time you get back to your gym, you're like, what was that move and how did we do it? Go ahead, put in the comment section below if you've fallen victim to that. And I can say this coming from a perspective, like I just got done, I had hosted Gabriel Varga, 6-time world champion. I've hosted people like Icy Mike, like Professor Carlos Machado, Professor Brad Scott, Professor Andrew Smith. Several times I have come back and I'm like, man, what did we do? And today's video is gonna be how to do these seminars and how to take better notes and also how to keep more of that info so you can bring it back to your gym and you can apply it in sparring and rolling and whatever it is you're doing. The very first thing I want you to do at a seminar is I want you to watch the coach, the instructor, whoever teaching with your eyeballs and try not to record with your phone or a camera or whatever. I want you to actually put eyes on and I want you to try to envision yourself as one of the people. So if it's two people doing a drill, maybe one person's doing jab, cross, hook, round kick, the other person's working the defense. I want you to envision yourself as the one person, whether you're the offense or the defense. And so you're just thinking, I have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. A lot of people get confused because they're trying to figure out what both sides are doing and it messes them up. Or they're watching through their phone and then as soon as the coach or whoever says, all right, let's go, they're like, how do I do this again? Because again, they're not actually watching with their eyes. So that's your first tip. All right, moving on, tip number 2. What I want you to do now is I want you to take what we call shorthand notes or cocky notes. The first thing you were doing is you were watching what your coach was doing. At the seminar, you're just gonna be taking quick notes on the technique. Then, when you get back to your room, back to the hotel, back to the Airbnb, back to your house, I want you to write that out in story format as best you can. When I'm working the wooden dummy, I'm gonna go right hand hit the right stick, left hand hit the left arm, parry, chop to the rib cage, step back, side kick to the leg or to the body. And then that's gonna help you, even when you can't train, you can go back, look at your notes, and the way you read it is gonna let your mind work and say, I know what we're doing. We're going just like that. And so that's gonna be your tip number 2. Write it out in story form when you get back to the room. Here. All right, tip number 3. You can film yourself do it. Not the coach doing it, but film yourself doing the move and then attach that to your notes. And I'm totally guilty of, is when you have your footage, once you get it uploaded to your computer or whatever, label it. So you can say, hey, this was this seminar, spring of 2023. And then those are my footage, that's my footage, that's my notes when I did that. So then when you're working on something like this spinning to round kick, you can find it in your notes and you'll be able to go back and track and say, okay, this is how I was doing it then when it was fresh in my memory. And then I can go back and look at my notes and look at all this stuff and I can actually make this work. And for our last tip, now the trick is to go back to your gym and work. So it doesn't do you any good to go to a seminar, watch, take the notes, do the video, review everything, learn it all, and then never drill it. That's the last secret, is to use those skills, those tactics. If you took a friend with you to the seminar, use that friend, work those techniques. I'm actually gonna break this stuff down and I'm gonna drill it. I'm gonna pick the pieces of this seminar that I liked or that I felt was the best for my body type and my style and my concepts of the stuff I do. One of the little secrets we have is if you attend a seminar and somebody else doesn't, you don't show somebody else those moves for at least 90 days. You use those moves against your friends or your opponents or whatever for a minimum of 90 days. Then you can start teaching it and say, okay, here's what I learned at the seminar and here's what I've been doing to you. Can you write in the comments, what is one of your favorite seminars you've ever attended? You know, is it a Guru Inasano? Is it Ajahn Chai? Is it Professor Andre Galvo? Who is it that you got to do? Gordon Ryan? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below who your favorite person you've ever attended from a seminar, or the favorite seminar you've ever attended, and what made it so good. Let me know. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say, and then maybe I can even get them into my gym for a seminar, or I can at least attend. And there you have it. So the secret to this is you watch what they're doing. Again, put yourself in that perspective. Don't worry about what the other person's doing until that's your turn. Maybe you watch Guru do his thing 3 or 4 times, then switch over to see what the other person is doing, whether it's Guru Joel or somebody else, and say, okay, what is his role in this process? And then I get into my training, and then I take my little shorthand notes, and I make sure I understand what I'm talking about. Then when I get back to my room, I'm gonna further break those notes down, and I'm gonna write them in story format. That's the key here, the story format. So when you read it and you haven't trained it in 6, 7 months or a year, you can go, I don't know what RH to RL to RK mean. Like, I know it's right hand to right leg to round kick, but I don't know what that means. I don't know what context. So in story format, it's gonna help you out. And then as soon as you can, and I know at certain seminars, you're not allowed to film in their school, so as soon as you can, you take your notes, maybe go back to the hotel room, you go to like the little conference area or something where you have some room, and maybe you film yourself do the moves there, at least again, while it's still fresh in your head, and you can say, okay, this is how this flow worked. Then when you get on the plane or you get back to your home base or whatever, it's okay that you don't have it all memorized, because you have your notes, you have your story, you have the video, and then you can grab your partner and say, hey, let me work with you on this. And if you had nobody there, maybe grab somebody you trust and say, hey, I need to work some of this stuff. Get it good, get it down, get it where you can pull it off, and maybe drilling, rolling, sparring, you name it. And then all right, let me show you what I was working on. And then you can kind of give away some of the secret sauce, but that's only after you've been successful with it several times. Well, cool. That's the end of the video. You made it. If you liked the video, do me a favor, hit that like button. If you like stuff you see on the channel overall, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, as it really helps us out. Small thing for you, big thing for us here at Martial Arts Limited. And then last but not least, hit that bell notification so you know when the next video is coming out from all of us here at Martial Arts Limited. And you guys are awesome. Stay safe, keep your hands up, keep training, and I'll see you guys later. This is JD, and I'm out.